We got David Benavidez and Jose Benavidez Sr. on the show. What's going on, champs?
What's good, man? We're just, right here on the way to the gym. We just started our training camp, so we're extremely excited for this next fight, August 28th. We're just looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, this is a good step up in competition. Is this the first former world champion?
Mm, yeah, I believe so. I'm looking forward to it too. We're both kind of in the same position right now. We're both ex-world champions. We're both looking to get back in there and get to the spots where we're at. So he's gonna come extremely hungry. I'm extremely hungry. So the ones that the people who are gonna win are the fans, man. It's gonna be an amazing fight. So I can't wait.
David, if you don't mind, can you turn your phone sideways just so the people can see you a little bit better? And thank you.
Perfect.
And yeah, man, now that I got you, I woke up this morning. I'm on East Coast time, and I seen your story. And I guess give me your reaction to Marcos. And I just want to say that was my interview, so I'm glad it made it to your timeline. But
Yeah.
what's up with that?
Hey, no wonder your voice sounded familiar. Nah, man, it was just funny, man. Honestly, I don't. It was just funny to me seeing that he says that I'm easy work, but he has 10 fights and 2 losses, and last fight he got knocked out. So it's extremely funny to me. But hey, he wanted to get embarrassed, and I gave him what he wanted. I embarrassed him in front of everybody. So I mean, it was pretty funny to me.
It was funny, and I just want to give you credit for being that creative and like on the fly, right? You did that, and that's helping you with the fans, man. Like people are really, really behind you. You're like everybody wants to see you in some fight. Either it's Charlo, Canelo, Andre. I mean, the names, it doesn't stop. Are you feeling, I guess, that fanfare from everyone? Have you felt a change at all?
Yeah, definitely. I just put it jokingly. I'm like, because I couldn't find the dude's Instagram name, so I said, dude, I said, somebody please send this to this man, and then I got like 50 replies of people sending it to the dude, you know what I mean? So I feel like the people are really behind me, and, I'm very grateful for that. I'm very grateful for the fans I have, and, it's not only for me no more, it's for the fans that believe in me. I got to work even harder because these people are behind me. They're 100% believe in me, so I got to prove them right. And, everywhere I've been going, I've been getting a lot of love. It feels like everywhere I go now, everybody knows me, So, I feel like I've been working to get to the spot for a very long time, and now that I'm here, I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy the moment, and I'm gonna keep working hard, and I'm gonna prove everybody right, all my fans right.
I just want to thank you for, I don't know, I guess your personality, the way that you are, because you don't let up. Like you keep your foot on their neck. You're keeping pressure on Charlo. Have you? I don't know. Has it be not personal? Obviously, this is a business. You want him to go home to his family, but is it something that you want now in boxing? Is that fight?
Yeah, man. I just want the biggest fights I could get, man. I feel like I'm up there in the top 5. I feel like I'm the best, but obviously because I don't have the belt, I'm in the top 5. And it's weird because Charlo says that he's not going up to 68, but he wants to fight Canelo, and Canelo already said he's not going down to 160 no more. So we're both basically there. We're both keeping the gatekeepers right now for that weight division. So if he wants to, like I said, man, if he wants to come make this fight, let's make the fight happen. And then the winner goes on and takes on Canelo. Wouldn't that be a picture perfect, of who fights, Canelo next? I feel like whoever wins out of me and him, the fighter that goes against Canelo would be even a bigger fight. Now at the end of the day, I believe in myself 100%. If I got to bet everything I have on myself, I'll bet everything I have on myself time and time again because I believe in myself, I believe in my skills, and I believe in what I can do. And, a lot of these fighters, they're not taking these fights because they don't believe in themselves 100%, but I'm willing to fight anybody at any time, any place.
So I want to ask you personally, now that we have you here face to face, how do you feel? Right? Again, you're beginning to have fanatics, right? So there are Benavidez fanatics that believe Canelo strategically went to 168 only because you were stripped. Do you believe he would have still came to 68 had you not lost that belt? Do you think he was still going to fight Callum? Still his dream to be undisputed at 168? Or do you think missing weight, losing your belt caused him to do everything he's on the path to doing?
To be honest, no, I don't believe that. I believe that he already had his foot in the door when he fought. What was this dude's name?
Callum
Rocky
Smith?
Fielding.
Oh, Fielding.
Rocky Fielding. So I felt like that was already his plan. I felt like he knows that I'm the hardest hitter in that weight division. Compared to all the guys he's fought. 24-0, no losses, 21 knockouts is my record. So I feel like if he was gonna take a fight with me, that he was gonna make me the last one that he fights. But like I said, this is about to be my second WBC title eliminator. So once I win this fight, because I will come out victorious, there's gonna be no denying me. I have to fight for the WBC title. And if they want to give me a third title eliminator, it's fine. I'll take it too. But I've never even heard nobody has fought 2 title eliminators back to back. So but it's gonna be a great fight, man. It's gonna be a great fight. Canelo's doing his thing. I can't doubt him. I can't take his shine from him. He's doing good. But this is the type of fighters I want to fight. I want to prove myself to the fans and to the boxing world that I'm here to stay.
Now, obviously,
David, go ahead.
Last one. I know I've been hogging them. I know I've been hogging them, guys.
So
I know.
No, you go ahead.
Obviously, he fought Yeardom in February, so it won't. A mandatory won't be called till this October for next February. Do you see him still being champion by then, and you getting an opportunity at the winner of Canelo Caleb Plant? Or do you think if Canelo wins, he vacates and now he's doing something else because he's already been undisputed?
I mean, I believe he stays at 168, but I feel like if he vacates it, which I highly doubt, but if he vacates it, that's going to look extremely bad for him, because this is the fight that people want to see at 168. Canelo versus David Benavidez. So, and I think, for him to take that, if he vacates, which I don't think is going to happen, and he takes that fight away from the fans, he's going to get a lot of criticism. But on the other hand, if Caleb Plant wins, I'm in a good position either way. I'm with PBC. Caleb Plant's on PBC. I'm going to be the I'm the contender to fight for the WBC. So either or, it doesn't matter. Whoever wins, I'm fighting for the belt, whatever. But I would like to fight Canelo, or if it's with Caleb Plant, those are 2 big fights for me. So no, I'm in a great position right now.
Definitely. Real quick, I want to go back to it because Ness asked if Uzcategui was your like what you thought about the opponent, but how does he match up for you with guys like Anthony Durrell, Jalen Love, like some of the better fighters that you have fought? Is Uzcategui a sidestep? Is he a step ahead? Like what does he represent to you?
Oh, and now that you do bring that up, he's not my first former world title holder. He's the second one, because Anthony Durrell. Now
Anthony Durrell.
That's right.
The title.
Apologies.
Yep.
So he's not a pushover at all. He's not a pushover at all. But this is the type of fights I want. I want these dangerous fighters. He has power. He definitely has power. But I mean, I've already sparred him before. I know I already had a great sparring session with him. So. The thing that I have to do right now is just study him. He's a good fighter, but he's been beat. You see what Linnell Thompson did with him, and I've sparred Linnell Thompson, and, I've beat up Linnell Thompson. So if Linnell Thompson was able to do that to him, I'm pretty sure I know I could stop Jose Uzcategui. So, but I got to be sharp. That's why I'm out here working hard. I just this is my last week sparring with Surdo Ramirez, because he fights next week. We've been getting some great work in with him. And we got more. We got like 5 other guys ready to spar. So, I'm going to be working extremely hard. I've been running 5 miles every day. Been getting some great sparring and getting some great strength and conditioning work in. So, I'm not cutting no corners, man. I know what's in front of me, and I know what needs to be done to take care of this opponent.
Now, listen, I'm a big fan of yours. I am, and I think you're the better. I know you're the better fighter. Okay, but styles make fights. He does a lot of really good things in there, and he's awkward. Like this is a good opponent. I really feel like this is a solid opponent, that you could have. There have been some that have criticized you squaring up, you being in some of those vulnerable positions. What do you do to counteract some of the things that Uzcategui does in reference to some of the things that you do?
And, we've been putting together a great game plan. I feel like I'm gonna do a lot of things different this fight that from my previous fights, and that's why we're here working, man. I'm here just trying to get as better as I can. I'm working on a lot of different stuff. I don't want to say the type of stuff I'm gonna do. I'm not my game plan away, but it's gonna be a great fight, man. You've seen power from David from me already. You've seen speed already. So there's a lot of other different stuff I can do, but I have a lot of weapons in my arsenal. I have great body shots, great jabs, great speed, great power. So there's just other little stuff I have to do. But once I get apply this to my style, man, I feel like I could beat. I feel like I could beat anybody right now, but there's a little more stuff I have to do, and once I get that stuff done, I feel like I'm gonna be unbeatable.
Well said. You
Okay.
So, I thought you want to go to Patreon.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, yeah, let me not forget them, right? Ugh.
Yeah. I got it pulled up.
Oh, go for it.
Okay. So just a few questions from our Patreons. David, from David Maldonado said, "What's up, champ? Both Canelo and Charlo are two fighters you want to fight. My question to you is, who wins between those two?"
To be honest, man, that's a great fight. That's the thing about these fighters, man. They have to all fight each other because at the end of the day, it's a 50-50. I feel like Charlo and Canelo's a 50-50, me versus Charlo's a 50-50. Me versus Canelo's a 50-50. So, you won't really know what's going to happen until we walk in the ring. I feel like at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. If you come prepared, you work your ass off in the gym, it's a 50-50. I feel like with my confidence, I feel like I could beat both those guys. So, but I won't really know until I get in the ring with them. But as soon as those opportunities come, I'm gonna be extremely ready. But with Canelo and Charlo, I don't know who could win that fight, but it'll be a great fight. And I feel like that's the type of fights that boxing needs right now.
Definitely,
David. Obviously, you have your mindset on certain fighters, but with Gabriel Rosado's upset win of Beck Bully this Saturday that passed, does he become someone now that made a blip on your radar, or does he got to keep working?
Definitely, man. Gabriel Rosado's been here before I was even here, so he's always been a guy on my radar. If he wants to get a fight in, we could definitely get a fight in. He's a warrior. He never gives up. And he just took out one of the best prospects or whatever at 168. So if he wants to get it on, we could get it on too.
Ness, check your phone. Next one coming from James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas.
Now I'm gonna ask that one because I guarantee you he's not like that.
Okay, well let me ask this one first, and we'll go to that one. So James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas says, "Who's the easier fight for you, Charlo or Plant?"
He just said they both 50-50, right?
Yeah, that's what he said.
I didn't say Plant's 50-50. I said Canelo.
Yeah, you said Canelo.
Plant, that's the easiest one at all. Plant, he don't have no power for me to keep me off of him, And that's how I feel like the fight with him and Canelo is gonna go. With Canelo, you see these guys that his last few opponents he's fought, he's walked them down because they don't have the power to keep him off of him. And Canelo's gonna stalk you all night. If you don't got the power and if he doesn't respect your power, he's gonna walk through you all night. And Caleb Plant, he starts good the first 6 rounds, but then you see he starts to kind of fade, towards the second half of the fight. And I feel like with me, I rally towards the second half of the fight. I've stopped people in the 9th round, 10th round, 11th round. So I get stronger as the fight goes on, but I don't think Caleb Plant is a hard fight at all.
So, champ, talking about that fight with you and Canelo, it's not like we haven't talked about it here. This is a daily podcast. We talk every day. So,
every day.
It's hard for me to not see you getting dropped by Canelo because of what happened with Ronald Graville, and you tend to square up. Like when you're letting loose, you square up. Now, maybe that's something you corrected. What do you think?
I don't think I get dropped. What happened with me and Ronald Graville, that was like 4 years ago. You see what happened with Canelo versus what's his name? Hatton. No, not Hatton. What was it? Cotto's brother.
Cotto.
He got rocked.
Jose Cotto.
Yeah.
He got rocked nasty. I think that was probably worse than when I got dropped. So, you have to just adjust to stuff. You have to work on different stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at you if you think I'm gonna get dropped. You're your own man. You got your own opinion. Everybody has their own opinions. I respect it, but I don't think I'll get dropped. That's why we're in here working in the gym, constantly working on different stuff. So,
Do you think you was that a mistake, or are there times in the fight where you should be
when I should be what?
squared up?
Squared up?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. I feel like, everybody I've been in front of, I've done pretty good. I have great jab, great body shots. Like I said, you always get better. You always have to work on stuff, but we're not looking at past stuff like that. We're just trying to get better in the gym every day, and we are going to get better whenever that happens. We're working every day to get better.
But it would be accurate to say that you have the kind of power that some like little mistakes don't hinder you as much because of that power, correct?
Yeah, and also too, once you get a fight like with Canelo, if I get this fight with Canelo, it would motivate me so much that I'd have to study Canelo all night, and I have to study myself too. And best believe when I get that opportunity, I'm gonna be the best I've ever been. My confidence, my power, everything is gonna be on point. So that's why I want to get these fights with these great fighters like Canelo, like Charlo, because you motivate yourself so much that you reach another level. That's why since I've been 15 years old, I've been working, world champions since I was 15. Kelly Pavlik, Gennady Golovkin. I work with Gabriel Rosado. I work with Surdo Ramirez, and I've always done the best, and the best has always came out of me. So that's why I've called for these big fights, because I know the best comes out of me when I get these types of opportunities. So, I can sit here and talk all night, but I would rather show you guys. So when I get that opportunity, you guys are gonna see that David Benavidez is gonna be the best he's ever been.
Yeah, you're definitely a guy who rises to the challenge for sure. Coach Myers with the next question says, after your fight in August, if you can't get Canelo or Plant, would you be willing to go to the UK to fight Billy Joe or Callum Smith?
I would definitely be willing to do that. Like me too. Like if I can't get a fight with Canelo, Canelo's not the only fighter out there. Me. My dream wasn't just to, fight Canelo one time and retire. I feel like I've been professional 8 years. I still got 10 years in this. So, if we can't get the fight, then we got to move on to the next. I have a lot to prove, and I want a lot of fight. I want to fight a lot of fighters. So, I'm just keeping. I keep going.
I love you, man. I swear. Just because I said that I feel like there's a possibility you might get dropped doesn't mean I don't like. I love the way that you are, man. Just the fact that you said I'm not trying to get a Canelo fight and retire. That's a shot at Billy Joe. Like, no one expected that. It's the truth, man. These guys won like a career-ending payday. Let me ask you, Is Andre on your radar, since everyone is calling him the other boogeyman, and Canelo doesn't want to give him a shot, and
Andre
Charlo?
Ward?
No.
What are you talking about, Andre?
Demetrius Andre.
Andrade.
Yeah.
Andre. Come on, man. It's Andrade. Not Andre.
It's actually not Andrade.
It's not Andrade? Every time I see him on HBO, they call him Andrade.
Yeah, they butcher his name. They butcher his name. But
we've talked about it before. I've done interviews before. Of course, man. I said I'll fight anybody. I'm not lying. I'll fight anybody. If that's who they want me to fight, I'm willing to fight anybody. If I got a contract to fight him tomorrow, I'll fight him tomorrow. It doesn't matter to me. I'm here to fight. This is my job. I'm not here to pick and choose. Whoever they give me to fight, I'm gonna fight.
Dude, champ. I love it. Love the attitude. Emmanuel Torres, What Rep, it says, you spar everybody, including your stablemate, Rayo Valenzuela. Compare him to people you have sparred.
Rayo Valenzuela.
Rayo Valenzuela, so when I spar him, and obviously I'm way bigger than him, so I don't really go 100%, but I do hit him with some hard shots here and there, and he has, he holds up, but he's extremely fast. He has great angles. He has great body shots. Obviously I've been training with him for the past 3 or 4 years, so we've taught him a lot of stuff. So, he's getting better and better by the day, and, he's extremely strong. I feel like he could beat anybody in at 135. It's just that he needs to get a little more experience right now. He's young, right? He's 22. I felt his punching power firsthand. I know he is hard, and he's extremely fast, and he's a good IQ. So, I'm not my team right here, you know, I got my brother Jose Benavidez, I got Ryan Valenzuela, and I got Emmy Moreno. You know, we're all here. We're here to take over. We're not going to take a part of nothing. We're going to take over this.
Yeah.
And you know, I guarantee it. You know, we're working extremely hard every day. You know, it's a family here. You know, my dad, Jose Benavidez, you know, Emmy's father, you know, Jaime Moreno. We're all here to work, and we're shooting. We're shooting for greatness. You know, we don't want to be number 2 or number 3. We want to be number 1 in every category.
So I see your brother there, and I just want you and him to know that we know that he's going to be fighting on the undercard, and we would love to schedule him as well to talk about his return and I guess his new merger or venture with PBC. Now he's no longer with Top Rank, and is he still going to be a welterweight?
Yeah, definitely. 147, or he might go up to 154. We don't know. You know, it's how he feels. He's been at 147 his whole career, but he's a big dude. You know, he's 6 foot 6'1". He could go up to 154 and even 160. So I mean, it's all up to how he feels. He obviously hasn't fought in like 2 years, but he's strong. You know, he's motivated. You know, he just had his daughter. You know, and I just have my son too. So I feel like we're in different chapters of our life right now. We're not just fighting for ourselves; we're fighting for a family now. So it's a different type of motivation. You know, with this different type of motivation, when you just want to feed your family and provide for your family, there's a different animal released.
Definitely.
How you doing? This is Micah. So what are some of the things that you do to keep yourself, help yourself stay motivated, keep yourself in this right state of mind?
So me, I love boxing. This is not a job to me. I love waking up in the morning. I love running. I love training. The only thing that is a little bit hard for me is, the diet a little bit, obviously because I love to eat. But I just what keeps me motivated is me. I want to be a legend by the time I'm done. So that's why I'm trying to get all these fights. I'm trying to fight the best of the best, because Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, Marco Antonio Barrera, Prince Nassim, they all fought the best of the best. So for me, just being a fan of those guys, lifelong fan of those guys, I want to follow their footsteps, and for me, just to know it's for myself that I'm the best, that's the path I want to take. So, that's what keeps me motivated, I don't look at it short term, I look at it long term.
So this is more of a different type question, but you say you love food. So do you watch a lot of like YouTube food videos or TikToks? Are you one of those type of people that like tap into food, or you just like a food person?
No, I don't know. I feel like for me that's kind of torture for me. Just watching food videos. I can't do that. But no, I do like I just like eating food. I like eating food. I don't like watching videos. I like eating food.
Yo, next one coming in from Ruin the 504 says, what is your opinion on Charlo telling Andre to fight Montiel before he considers fighting him? Did
Honestly,
you hear that?
makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. Well, like I said, Charlo says a lot of shit that don't make sense, to be honest with you, man. He says that he wants me, he's not fighting over vaccinated. I mean, I feel like that dude just talks just to talk. To be honest with you, I don't know. I feel like that's a fight that he should have been made a long time ago. I mean, it's only going to help his career. Whoever wins that fight is going to help their career. Their stock is going to go and be a great game for whoever wins. So, and Charlo is 30 years old.
30 years old
already. To be honest, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I'm not going to speak on him and his behalf on what he's doing in the scene, but there's a lot of fights that should have been made already. There's a fight he should have made with Danny Jacobs a long time ago. But I feel like this is what they do, man. They hype fights up and then they never happen.
Man, you going at him, champ. I love it. Ill-favored.
Keep the foot on the neck. That's exactly what he got to do.
Yeah. Ill-favored with the next question says, why don't you get in shape?
What?
That's what he said.
What does that mean?
Oh, my God.
I have no idea.
Next.
I
mean, my last fight, I was on weight a week before the fight. Obviously, I've only missed weight one time, so I don't know what the fuck are they talking about. I sparred 15 rounds. I mean, if I wasn't in shape, I wouldn't be able to do no 15 rounds. So that guy's a fucking clown. So I'm gonna write some questions that actually make sense.
No, my host needs to pay attention. I literally text them and said, "Do not ask that." What the fuck? Why you?
I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just like it's like a dumb question. Like, Dude, like I'm in here sparring fucking world ex-world champion. I'm training my ass off. How am I not in shape?
Yeah, no, I agree. 40 Thief with the next question says top 3 favorite fights to rewatch, excluding your own fights. Wishing you much success, brother.
Number one is Augie Sanchez versus Prince Nassim Hamed. Second, Oscar De La Hoya versus Vargas. And third one is Marco Antonio Barrera versus Morales, the third one.
I love that fight.
Way more than that, though. I love boxing. I watch a lot of boxing all the time. Oh, and never mind. I have to add a fourth one because this is probably one of the fights I've watched the most is Roy Jones Jr. versus Richard Hall.
Oh, wow.
A great fight. Amazing fight.
You're going to make me
Definitely. We got one from Steve in the UK. Says, hi, David. Thanks for coming on the show. Do you feel like athletes are held to impossible standards as far as being role models to kids? I know you've had a very, yeah, I guess we'll just stick to the questions. He wrote like a bunch of other stuff. Do you feel like athletes are held to impossible standards as far as being role models to kids?
I don't think so, man. There's just some people that want to motivate the kids, and there's just some people that don't want to do that. I mean, it just really depends on the person and what type of person you are. I mean, I don't think it's impossible. Every man makes mistakes. You know, you can't be a role model 24/7, but you know, if you send a message out there, you know, just trying to motivate the people or the kids from where you're from, I think that's good enough. I mean, it is hard to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody all the time, but you know, I mean, I feel like if you feel like you're a good person, you help your community out, you help your people out, then that's good enough for me.
Two more. I'm sorry. Who was that?
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Mike.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. Two more. David from Big Casual says, "What's up, champ? When you eventually become mandatory for the WBC belt, do you expect Canelo to defend his belt like he was willing to do with Yildirim, or do you expect him to drop the belt?" You kind of answered that already.
I think, obviously, I don't think he's gonna drop the belt because today Canelo's a businessman too, and he understands the magnitude of this fight. Especially if I keep going forward and winning fights like the way I'm winning, I'm stopping people. The magnitude of the fight would be bigger, and it would, you know, it's where he's gonna make more. So I don't think he'll vacate the belt. Like I don't think he's gonna do that. But I'm sure he'll take the fight.
Yeah, I agree. I think David, that, you know, we all thought Zudo would be the one, but it's clearly, and nothing against him, but you're clearly, you know, have surpassed him.
But David, what about, isn't there an interview where he said he'll never fight another Mexican or something like that? Or is that being misinterpreted when he says that?
I feel like a lot of people just say a lot of shit. I mean, if the money's right and they make me fight him, this is mandatory, I'm sure he's going to take it. And I really don't know what he meant by that, by saying, because, I mean, there's a lot of Mexican fighters, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I really don't know, but I'm sure he'll take a fight with me.
Last question, champ, from Victor Bonuello says, "What's up, champ? Every time your name gets mentioned as a possible opponent, fighters' tone of voices change dramatically. Can you please start calling these dudes out loudly? Be annoying in your post-fight interview, especially Andre. He might be the only guy willing to get in there with you right now. Please, bro." So that was just
another one came in last minute, super last one. Jose Pagan. He says, "Hello, David. Recently you mentioned you may face Zuldo Ramirez in the ring sometime in the near future. Do you beat Zuldo Ramirez?" Probably won't say that since y'all sparring, right? Not a good thing to say right now.
No, you know, like I said, man, I've been sparring Zuldo since I was 19 years old, and everybody who's in the gym and sees those sparrings, every time we finish, they end up clapping, and it's just an amazing sparring. Obviously, I feel like I'll beat him. He feels like he'll beat me. And that just makes for a great fight, you know. And what makes it would be a great fight is because we both know each other's styles so well. So it would definitely be a great fight. But I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to lose. I'm not going to say he'll beat me. You know, I'm definitely going for the win. And I'm definitely going for knockout for whoever I'm in there. It doesn't matter. Even if I fight my brother, it's going to be I'm going for the win anyway. So
Mm.
I'm not losing to nobody, and that's not my mindset. I'm not going in there trying to lose to anybody. I'm always gonna go in there looking for the victory, and I'm always looking for the knockout.
I just
Champ.
want to say also we were live at the Earl Spence Mikey fight, and your walkout. Sorry, your walkout. I've been in a lot of fights. You know what I mean? Lot of energy for that walkout. Do you feel like that was the most energy you've received for one of your walkouts in the Earl Spence Mikey Garcia fight?
Yeah, definitely, man. That was one of the most special moments I've ever had in my boxing career. It was a great energy. 50,000 people there, and it just felt surreal when I was in the ring. When the walkout, that's why you see me smiling so much when I walked out, because a lot of people supported me, man. I didn't even at that time, I didn't think that much people supported me. So just
Yeah.
to hear the energy from the crowd, my people supporting me, and me going in there getting the stoppage, and it was a great experience, and probably top three, one of the best moments of my life.
I'm
Nah, bro.
so
I was at the
happy.
weight. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm so happy that you are excited about that day too, because I talk about it a lot here. Like, it felt like it was your crowd. Like, you were the
Yes.
co-main, but they received you like you were the main, and I was like, wow.
No, I'm telling you, David. I was with the fans, right? And when the weigh-in started, yo, it was just a flock of girls. I don't even think there was dudes with them. I literally think it was like, I don't know, maybe like 8 girls that just came, and they all had, they all they were talking about was watching you. That was it. Like, you were the one they mentioned as soon as you came out. They all flocked to the front. It was crazy. Like, it was a lot of people that were just there, to see you pretty much.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. I just now that I got all these people supporting me, so much people believe in me, man. I'm even more motivated than I was. That's why I'm working so hard, because I want all my fans. I want to prove all my fans right, and I want to give them the best fights. But I'm very grateful. I'm very blessed. Just from being 15 years old and being 260 pounds, or 14 years old, 260 pounds. I never thought I was going to be in this position that I'm at. But I always told myself I was going to work hard, and whatever happened, happened. If I didn't succeed in boxing, I didn't succeed. But if I was going to be, I was going to work my ass off until, and, just let whatever happened, happen. And, everything has been great from this moment on. And I'm very excited to keep my career going, and then just fighting for my people, and I'm very excited and blessed.
I know you got to get to training, champ, but two last questions slid in. Do you want to handle those, or you want to save them for the
Yeah,
next
yeah,
one?
yeah, let's get them. Let's get 'em.
All right, we got Brandon in Houston that says, when I watch your fights, I've noticed that during almost any time you're not throwing punches, you are always adjusting your gloves to make sure your hands are into the gloves as far as possible. So when you first saw the video of Tyson Fury, Tyson Fury's gloves flopping around, what did you think?
To be honest, bro, I never even noticed it until like videos came out, and it seemed kind of weird, but it's because those gloves are different than my gloves. Those are kind of like Reyes, what he had Everlast on, right? Those are like the spongy type gloves. The gloves I have are super firm, so my gloves will never do that. But I mean, it looked a little weird, but I don't even know what to think of that. A lot of people are saying that the gloves were tampered with and all this and that, but I mean, I don't think the gloves were tampered with, to be honest with you. And if the gloves were tampered with, they said that he didn't. He just put his hand all the way straight through without putting it through the thumb. That's what the conspiracy or everybody's saying. It don't make any sense. It doesn't make sense at all. But I think there was just, and I'm not, trying to say anything bad about Deontay Wilder. I love Deontay Wilder. He's a great fighter. But I feel like the better man was just Tyson Fury that day, and a lot of people can't accept it.
I agree with you, man. We got Seattle, Washington's Dominic. What's up, and what's your top 5 music artists you bump in your car cruising after a win? And that's it.
Top five. I like Jay-Z, Wiz Khalifa. Who else? I like was it Máximo Grado? This is a Spanish group. Anuel
Okay.
and Little Wayne.
Ooh,
Little Wayne is my
ooh,
top.
David, you just went top.
You
Not to
made
cut you
Lil
off.
Wayne. he raps and the way he puts his lyrics together, man, he's always been my favorite since I was a little kid. So those are the top 5.
David, you just went up. You just got bumped up. You said Jay-Z. Okay, listen. You just got bumped up
No,
on
he
the
got.
list. I already like how you talk spicy and you get a juice. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't agree with everything, but you already talk spicy. You bring a lot of entertainment to the sport that I appreciate. You know. So listen, you bumped up for sure with the J one.
No, he got 2 good artists there. He said
Hey,
Anuel.
that's the only thing she liked, the Jay-Z.
No, I like the Wayne too. I'm just saying Jay is like one of my
Yeah.
faves. But I like the list altogether for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely like the Jay-Z and Anuel are up there. Anuel is like, my top 5 for sure. Number 1 on that list, man. I don't stop playing him.
Yeah.
But David, man, that's everything. Thank you so much for all your time, man. Thank your dad. And like I said, we would love to schedule your brother. So we're going to have Brandon reach out and, talk about his return. Give out your social media. And again, thank you.
You can follow me at Benavidez 300 on Instagram and on Twitter. And also too, I just want to thank you guys too for just reaching out and giving me this interview. A lot of fighters, they really don't appreciate, the people who interview, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones, putting whatever we got to say out, how we feel about certain things, the fights that want to be made. So, I give you guys a lot of credit too, because if we take you guys away, then nobody's going to give a fuck and nobody hears about what we say. So, at the end of the day, I want to thank you guys too, and I appreciate you inviting me on to this podcast.
Appreciate
Oh, man,
you,
thank
man.
you,
No
man.
one. I've been doing this 12 years. Ain't nobody ever said that. Not at your
Wow.
level. Not at your level. Like, we start with the O and O's, and then they get 15 and 0, and all of a sudden it's like they forget. But not at
And
your
then
level,
the number
man.
changes.
So
But
thank you
I
so
feel
much.
like you gotta give recognition, or you gotta give thanks to where everybody. It's not only me. Everybody has a part of the success too. So just thank you again, and I'm sorry that it's been 12 years since you've ever heard that. But,
Nah. I'm exaggerating, but thank you again, man. We appreciate your
all right.
time.
Have a nice day, man.
All
Thank
right,
you guys.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 2-time youngest champion, David Benavidez.
Yo, if you enjoyed the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.